A craving can feel stronger than a simple desire. It can appear suddenly. It can interrupt your focus. It can make one specific food feel almost impossible to ignore. Something sweet, something salty, something crunchy, something familiar, something that promises comfort, pleasure, or relief. And when a craving arrives, many people assume it means one thing: I have no discipline. But cravings are not always about weakness. They are about the brain, the body, emotion, habit, memory, stress, and environment. This is why cravings can feel so powerful. They are not just asking for food. Sometimes they are asking for relief. In the previous episode, we explored the hidden link between food and emotion. We looked at stress, comfort, loneliness, reward, memory, and guilt. Now we go deeper into one of the strongest forces behind eating behavior: craving. A craving is different from ordinary hunger. Physical hunger usually builds gradually. It can often be satisfied by different kinds of food, but a craving often feels specific. It wants that snack, that dessert, that drink, that familiar taste, that exact comfort. And because cravings feel urgent, people often feel controlled by them. But the first step is not shame. The first step is understanding. One reason cravings feel powerful is that the brain remembers reward. When we eat something pleasurable, especially something sweet, salty, rich, or highly processed, the brain pays attention. It learns. This feels good. This brings pleasure. This creates relief. This is worth repeating. That memory becomes especially strong when food is connected to emotion. If you ate a certain food after stress and felt better, even briefly, your brain may begin to connect that food with comfort. If you ate something sweet when you felt tired, your brain may connect it with energy. If you ate snacks while watching television every night, your brain may connect relaxation with eating. The craving is not only about the food, it is about the emotional reward connected to the food. This is why cravings often appear at familiar times: after work, late at night, during stress, while watching something, after conflict, during boredom. The brain sees a familiar situation and offers a familiar solution. Another reason cravings feel strong is habit. Habits reduce thinking. They allow the brain to repeat what it already knows. If a person often eats at a certain time, in a certain place, or after a certain emotion, the pattern becomes easier to repeat. The body may not be truly hungry, but the routine has begun. This is why someone can finish dinner and still crave something sweet. It may not be hunger. It may be the habit of ending the day with a reward. This is also why cravings can be triggered by environment. Seeing food, smelling food, walking past the kitchen, watching food videos, opening a cupboard, passing a bakery. These cues can wake up desire before the body has even asked for nourishment. The environment reminds the brain of a reward, and the brain responds. This does not make someone weak. It makes them human. The modern food environment is designed to trigger desire. Food is visible, available, advertised, packaged, and easy to access. Many foods are made to be intensely rewarding. They combine taste, texture, salt, sugar, fat, and convenience in ways that encourage repetition. So when people struggle with cravings, it is not only a personal issue. It is also an environmental issue. We live in a world where food cues are everywhere. Another reason cravings become intense is stress. Stress changes what the brain looks for. When life feels overwhelming, the brain wants something immediate, something simple, something predictable, something that can create a quick feeling of relief. Food can do that. It gives the senses something to focus on. It gives the body a short reward. It gives the mind a pause. That is why cravings often become stronger when people are tired, anxious, lonely, or emotionally drained. The craving may sound like, I want chocolate, but underneath, it may mean, I want comfort, I want rest, I want a break, I want to feel better right now. This is the important midpoint. A craving is not always an enemy. Sometimes it is a message. It may be telling us that we are tired, or stressed, or undernourished, or bored, or emotionally overloaded, or caught in a routine that has become automatic. When we see cravings only as failure, we miss the information inside them. But when we approach cravings with awareness, we can ask a better question. What is this craving trying to do for me? Is it trying to feed my body or soothe my mood? Is it connected to hunger or habit? Is it about nourishment or reward? Is it about taste or relief? This question creates a pause, and that pause matters because cravings are strongest when they remain automatic. The moment we pause, we create space between impulse and action. That does not mean we must always say no. Sometimes we may choose to enjoy the food, but now we are choosing with awareness rather than being pulled by habit. A healthier response to cravings begins with curiosity. First, check the body. Am I physically hungry? Have I eaten enough today? Am I thirsty? Am I tired? Sometimes cravings grow stronger because the body is underfed, dehydrated, or exhausted. Second, check the emotion. What was I feeling before the craving appeared? Stress, sadness, boredom, loneliness, pressure, frustration. Third, check the pattern. Does this craving show up at the same time every day? In the same room? After the same situation? Around the same people? During the same mood? Patterns reveal what the craving is connected to. Fourth, create a small alternative. If the craving is really hunger, eat something nourishing. If it is stress, take a short break. If it is boredom, change the environment. If it is loneliness, reach for connection. If it is fatigue, rest. If it is habit, interrupt the routine. This is not about perfection. It is about building options. When food is the only option, cravings feel stronger. When life has more ways to respond to discomfort, cravings lose some of their power. Another helpful practice is not to turn every craving into a battle. The more forbidden a food feels, the more powerful it may become. When people create extreme rules, cravings can become emotionally charged. The mind begins to think about the forbidden food even more. Then, if the person eventually eats it, guilt appears, and guilt can restart the cycle. A healthier relationship with cravings does not require fear. It requires awareness, balance, and honesty. We can enjoy food without letting every craving control us. We can say yes sometimes without shame. We can say no sometimes without punishment. We can learn the difference between desire and need, and slowly, cravings become less mysterious. They become signals we can understand. So as we close this episode, remember this: cravings are powerful because they are connected to reward, habit, emotion, stress, memory, and environment. They are not proof that you are weak. They are proof that your brain has learned a pattern. And what the brain has learned, the brain can slowly relearn. The goal is not to eliminate every craving. The goal is to understand what is driving it. Because when we understand a craving, we gain choice. And when we gain choice, food becomes less about control and more about awareness. In the next episode, we will explore how modern life changed the way we eat, and why speed, screens, convenience, advertising, and constant distraction have made mindful eating harder than ever. If this video gave you something to reflect on, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And before you leave, ask yourself this: when I have a craving, is my body asking for food, or is my mind asking for relief?